is because you can't exactly slam on the brakes once you hit some ice. So it's a good idea to be extra careful on your way out of the office, or if you're headed out tonight, just be sure that you keep some space between yourself and the car in front of you. Reporting live in Oklahoma City, Maria Garcia, Fox 25 News.
All right, Maria, thank you. As we said, if you plan on going out tonight, the highways are looking pretty clear.
Yeah, but any slush on the roadways will probably freeze very soon, so you need to keep that in mind. And even if most of the roads are clear, there could still be some slick patches.
Well, tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the accusers in a high-profile sexual assault case.
Oklahoma City Police Officer Daniel Holtzclaw was in court today. Prosecutors say that he assaulted women while he was on duty. Fox 25's Tom George was in the courtroom for the preliminary hearing. He is now live at the courthouse with more information. Tom.
Well, Mike, Wendy, Officer Holtzclaw is now facing 32 counts, everything from rape to sexual battery, all stemming from accusations from 13 different women who say Holtzclaw assaulted them while on duty. Now, today, earlier at the courthouse, we heard from some of those victims who one-on-one took the stand and shared their stories of how they say Holtzclaw assaulted them. Now, in one case, a woman said Holtzclaw assaulted her while she was handcuffed to a hospital bed while being treated at a hospital. She then says Holtzclaw contacted her on Facebook 2 weeks later. Now, in another case, a 17-year-old was in tears as she accused Holtzclaw of stopping her on her way home and then raping her. Now, while it's not Fox 25's policy to identify sexual assault victims, one accuser has chosen to share her story. She says ever since this happened, she's been in trauma.
Well, kind of leery. Every time I see a police officer, I'm like, oh my God, it's going to happen again, or, but as far as telling the truth, I got a lot of people behind me. A lot of people in the neighborhood know and been told, and so I'm good. I'm good.
Now, we also heard evidence from prosecution that says DNA testing taken from Holtzclaw's police pants matches DNA from some of the victims in this case. Now, testimony in this case will continue again tomorrow as we hear from more of these alleged victims before they decide whether enough evidence exists to take the case to trial. For now, we're live outside the courthouse. Tom George, Fox 25 News.
Tom, thank you. Concerns tonight in the town of Forest Park, northeast of Oklahoma City. That's where there's a staffing shortage at the police department. Fox 25's Chelsea Washington is live there. And Chelsea, I understand instead of adding more police, they're actually doing away with a key shift.
That is right, Wendy. The town of Forest Park only has a few thousand people, but lately it's been riddled with violence. And now there's news of doing away with a police officer during the overnight hours.
Forest Park is moving to get rid of its third shift officer, who covers the hours of 11 o'clock at night until 7 o'clock in the morning. At the same time, recent break-ins, home invasions, and a homicide have taken place, says Matthew Klein with the Fraternal Order of Police. He says nearby cities like Spencer and Tacoma Park will now have to respond to calls, which Klein worries could cause a delay during emergencies.
For the past year, they've been paying an officer to be on call because they still have not filled the position.
Klein says a deal was worked out for comp time instead of overtime, but a special town meeting last week changed the course